The Great Wall of China is one of the greatest architectural works in human history. It spans an astonishing total of 21,000 kilometers, or 13,000 miles, over a vast expanse of land throughout northern China and other countries in northern Asia, like Korea, Mongolia, and even Russia. Let's take a look at the history of this famous wall and learn some interesting facts along the way. This is the Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China was built over 12 centuries by the ancient Chinese empires and dynasties that controlled the land in that region as a border wall to protect their territory from invaders. The earliest sections of the Great Wall of China were built by the Chu, Qi, Wei, Zhao, Qin, and Yan empires, among others, to protect their northern borders from enemies from the 7th to the 3rd century BC. From then on until the 13th century AD, the wall was further reinforced and expanded upon by the Han, the Northern Wei, the Beiqi, the Sui, the Jin, and the Yuan dynasties, all in attempts to defend themselves from the nomadic peoples of the Eurasian steppe, such as the Xiongnu, who took power throughout large swathes of Mongolia, Russia, and northern China. However, most of the Great Wall built during this time has deteriorated heavily, as 2,000 years have passed since the majority of it was built. The vast majority of the Great Wall that stands today was actually built by the much more recent Ming Dynasty, which strengthened the Great Wall even more starting in the 14th century AD until the dynasty fell in the 1644 and was replaced by the Qing Dynasty. The Qing Dynasty came to annex the Mongolian people directly north of them, which meant that the dynasty had no major opponents up north. This, combined with the strategy of pacifying the Qing's enemies instead of attempting to repel them, meant that the Great Wall was being maintained less and less because it didn't really have any major purpose at that time. And as a result, it was beginning to fall into disarray. As well as natural causes, the wall was also being removed in certain places to make way for roads or other construction projects, and parts of the wall were being taken off, used as souvenirs, and even being auctioned off to buyers. However, preservation projects have managed to save parts of the wall, including the parts near Beijing and the tourist locations. These parts are extremely well maintained, but there are still many parts left untouched and slowly deteriorating. And that's probably because the wall is so long that it is very, very difficult for even a large group of people to handle its management. In 1987, UNESCO declared the Great Wall of China a World Heritage Site, greatly furthering preservation efforts to maintain the wall and establishing it as one of the world's most famous landmarks. The wall was initially constructed using rammed earth, stone, adobe, and other materials, but by the Ming Dynasty, bricks were being used as a primary material for construction, alongside sticky rice mortar, which was used to hold those bricks together. Several systems were designed in the architecture of the wall for guardians of the wall to relay information regarding potential invasions quickly and efficiently, and to safely deter any of the opponent's attempts to cross the wall from happening. This was not just implemented in one section of the wall, this was implemented everywhere. The Great Wall of China is truly an astonishing marvel of architecture. So, how can you visit it today? Well, as the Great Wall of China is located throughout the northern borders of the ancient Chinese dynasties, they aren't directly nearby most major cities in China. This means that you will have to travel quite a bit up north in order to reach the wall. The most famous stretches of the Great Wall of China are the parts near Beijing, especially the Badaling Great Wall, which spans 80 kilometers or 50 miles and was built during the Ming Dynasty. The Great Wall of China is visited by over 10 million people every single year, the majority of which come to the Badaling Great Wall. So if you're looking to travel to the Great Wall, you're most likely going to be heading there. So now that we've covered the history of the Great Wall of China, how it was built, and what's it like today, let's cover the most asked question about the Great Wall of China. Can you see it from space? Well, it's a famous saying that the Great Wall of China is the only man-made structure visible from space. But although the wall spans throughout most of northern China and the surrounding countries, NASA states that even given the perfect weather conditions, completely clear sky, no clouds, you will only barely be able to see it from low Earth orbit, and only if you knew exactly where it was. And if you try to see it from even further, like the moon, well, don't even think about it. It would be completely impossible. In the image on the left, as you can see here, there is a barely visible line that shows where the Great Wall of China is. And it's not that river that's traveling from the top left to the bottom right. The image on the right highlights the actual location of the wall in this photo. A small line slithering from the bottom left to the top right. It's quite hard to see unless you know exactly where you're looking for. So, can you see the Great Wall from space? Well, given the best possible conditions and given you know exactly what you're looking for, the answer is yes. And that is everything that you need to know about the Great Wall of China, one of Earth's most famous landmarks. Thanks so much for watching. If you like my videos, then make sure to subscribe and don't forget to click the bell icon so you don't miss another one of my videos ever again. Once again, thanks so much for watching. Love you, Akash.